Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Rabbit and thank you for joining me for episode number 54 of Let's Play Paladin's Quest on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yes, you guys are seeing properly that we are in a black and white atmosphere right now because we are 10,000 years into the past. I believe we were sent to Lennis, not Riga, by Piaz, who I'm guessing is one of the immortals or one of the spirits of the alien group known as Rigans. You guys, I really don't even know like who is what and who's from where, but what I do know is that when we were sent 10,000 years into the past of Lennis, we were able to encounter Cormu himself, who was on, I'm guessing, his deathbed. That or he was just very unwell. Sophie was by his side, and between the two of them, we were able to kind of learn that Gabnid lost his mind. We already knew that anyway, but it was confirmed that Gabnid went nuts. He is the one who's behind the construction of Dahlgren, and he needs to be stopped. So Cormu handed over his sword, his helmet, and his armor, so we are re-equipped with those bad boys. So even though we lost the, I guess, modern versions, but again, okay, this brings up the question to me. Let's say we never went back into the past thanks to Piaz. Cormu's shit was scattered all over present-day Lennis. So did Cormu die and then Sophie scattered all of his stuff? But who imprisoned that fucking dragon with Cormu's sword? I don't know. Some of those things don't quite make sense to me, but whatever. Anyway, this is the screen I was just wanting to show you just to confirm that Chesney does have all of Cormu's shit equipped. So with that being said and done, we were transferred further into this past area by Cormu himself. He teleported us outside of Grand Cirque, where our boy Gabnid should be waiting. And really, monsters, way to ruin my intro by interrupting with your bullshit. But it's okay. We're gonna wipe the floor with them. It's all good. They just wanna know that we acknowledge their presence and appreciate who they are. And I'm more than happy to offer that to them. So let's take them out and then we will go into Grand Cirque. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if you are as confused as I am by some of this stuff, but it's crazy thinking about the relationships and who's from where and what role they played. And I'm sure they're going to examine maybe more of these intricacies that I'm trying to pull apart and I'm trying to understand and dissect. But if they don't, I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to be satisfied if I don't find out what exactly happened to Cormu, how his shit got scattered to begin with. And honestly, like, where the hell is Sophie? Are all of them back in Riga? Why wouldn't, instead of sending us 10,000 years into the past of Lennis, why not send us to Riga and us kill Gabnid before he got out of control? Are you guys following me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because I get it from Cormu that it was thanks to him and Sophie, I'm guessing, and maybe a couple other people from Riga, that they were able to kind of teach the inhabitants of Lennis to fend for themselves. That's what he sort of implied anyway, that in spite of everything Gabnid was doing and the fact that he stopped viewing, what would you call people from Lennis? Lanusians, maybe? I don't even know. But it seems like, or Lanusians, maybe? Anyhow, it seems like Gabnid stopped viewing them as being self-aware, cognizant beings, and he started treating them like test experiments. Of course, Sophie and Cormu were not having that bullshit. But I guess what I'm just curious about is if they taught the people of Lennis to fend for themselves, I don't know, why wouldn't we just go further back in the past? Is this guy running from me? Because it felt like he was walking away. And us just stop everything before Gabnid, Cormu, Sophie, and any other Rigans even descended upon Lennis. Unless it was thanks to them that the humans or the beings of Lennis were able to thrive in the first place. You guys, there's just so much. Okay, let's just see what the game has to say. Welcome to Grand Cirque. This is the largest city on Lennis. I don't think it exists anymore, at least not in modern Lennis. I don't think we've ever seen a town like that. Unless this was what Rat Cirque was, which is possible. Can we go into buildings or no? Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know how I feel about all this black and white. Oh, it's a tool house, so I guess we can actually use it. Let me take a quick swig. I don't know how this works. Does Medea take the drink and then everyone else just benefits from it, or is she dumping it all down everyone's throats? I don't know how that actually would work, but we're not going to ask any questions. I mean, if that's the thing that really breaks your immersion, then, probably shouldn't be playing a sci-fi fantasy RPG. They say that with Dalgren, we can conquer all of Lennis without too much devastation. Wait, so are all of these Rygans, or are some of these people from Lennis as well, but they just appreciate and agree with Gabnid's bullshit? I'm confused. That's weird. Have you come to see Dalgren too? No, not yet. I'm looking for... Maybe we have been here before. What is this? What the fuck? I'm a spiritualist of SP. Oh, is this where we're finally going to get... Hold on, y'all. We're going in a circle. I'm the spirit of HT/MT. Here we go, baby. We're going to give this shit to Chesney. And we're going to give this shit to Medea. Oh my goodness. It's about fucking time. Holy crap. I wonder if you missed the opportunity to get this here, is it just game over for you because you wouldn't be able to come back into past Lennis? That's so crazy. That's really crazy to think about. But okay, let's come over here and look at our info and see what spells were unlocked in exchange for us gaining access to MT/HT, whatever the hell this is. All right, let me keep my eyes peeled here. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Okay, HT, MT, where are you? Oh, higher. Okay, so we've seen this with... Oh, Hawk actually has this. So Hawk, I probably don't need you anymore. Take HP, we've seen this. Defeat S, we've seen that. Attack back. Actually, maybe we have seen everything. Just across all of the people we've recruited over time. It seems like maybe there's not a whole lot of mystery left with regard to what spells are out there. We might have honestly seen every single combination that exists. Because it seems to me like with Chesney having fire and Medea having earth, we've covered every single combination. I don't know if Chesney can learn earth and if Medea can learn fire, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's see here what she has and if it's anything different and notable compared to DFTP. We've seen that before. You guys, I guess that's it for spells. I don't see, and yeah, then there's peace. Okay, that's really interesting. Wait a minute. Did this just change? Did you guys see this? Did this change the race? Chesney's Ryga. Is that what it always said? There's no way. That is not what it said. But I guess it's confirmed for us that Chesney and Medea are Rygans. They're not from the world of Lennis. That's so nuts. Holy cow. That's crazy. But we kind of predicted that anyway. All right, light, we don't need it. Honestly, all we need is fire and earth at this point. Nope, fuck you and your water. Nope, fuck you and sky. And what is this? Air. Okay, friends, so I guess it's a wrap. And we've learned everything we can learn, unless there's going to be, like, right before we wrap up all of the events in the game, a chance for Chesney to learn what seems to be Medea's specialty and Medea to learn what was initially Chesney's specialty. I think that's it. And Earth is not something Chesney's ever going to really become proficient at, as is with Medea and fire. So I guess that is how the cookie crumbles, but I'm really not too concerned about it. I haven't really been using a whole lot of the fire or earth spells lately anyway, so it seems like they're just mostly filler for when you're starting out. They kind of set Chesney and Medea apart. All right, is that it? I feel like we've gone into a few big-ass buildings and not seen anything at all. Because, yeah, this was the tool house. We already healed everyone with the Giga bottle. We replenished the bottle with the medicine. And then, yeah, we just checked out the spell shop and learned what we could. But this is so big, yet I feel like not very densely populated for being the biggest city. Jerain is a pretty big town too, but I think we beat them. So is this in Nasquat or Sasquat? I wish that they had given us a map, just so that we could see what Lennis used to look like, and perhaps they will, or will listen to someone or speak with someone who's going to talk to us about the geography of this era of Lennis. But For now, this fella says they say that Grand Cirque can take over Lennis when Dalgren is finished. I'm guessing Gabnid and Dalgren are inside that building. So last thing we want to check out, what are you guys doing? Busy. I've got to do a good job of painting this wall. Busy. Okay. I guess I'll let you take care of that. I just heard this from someone, but it seems that the Great Gabnid and Great Cormu had a fight and are angry at each other. Well, yeah, because Cormu is a nice person/thing, and Gabnid is off his fucking rocker. But I guess people they love the idea of power. Or maybe, is Grand Cirque where the magic school was? You guys, look at this. It just occurred to me. This looks like Chesney's school. Look at this. These are the 4 teleportation chambers. Oh, ho. Hold the phone, you guys. This is the School of Magic, or what it once was. But the outside didn't look the same because we were on an island. Right? Yeah, that's weird because the School of Magic isn't separated by water. It's not just a floating island. So I don't know if maybe over time the island merged with different land masses. Just through the shifting of the plates, I guess, in the earth. I'm not sure what they're trying to go for. But that's, I remember running around the school like this. Okay, see you guys, I kind of am paying attention to what's going on. Just a little bit. But let's see. I don't really remember what the school itself looks like, but I wonder how old Great Gabnid is. It's as if you can't tell his age. I can relate. The mayor's been upset for a while now. I wonder if something's happened. Is Gabnid the mayor? I would think he's just the leader of the school, but to be fair, if he's this wonderful magician or spiritualist, hey, we got another gigabottle, holler. But if he's this great magician and spiritualist, and he founded this town of Grand Cirque? Why did they just change it to the Gabnid School of Magic, unless the town was always called Grand Cirque, and they just never referenced it before? Or maybe they referenced it once or twice at the beginning of the game, and I just didn't pay attention. Oh, busy. I've got to make lots of food for all the people working on the Dalgren construction. All right, sweet thing, you do that. Let's see, what do you have to say, sir? I've come from Hagudo on business, but the mayor won't see me. I bet Gabnid is the mayor. Who are you? Great Gabnid is a glorious figure. He taught us magic. I'm thinking of building a school for teaching magic. Oh, is that Chesney's teacher? The sprite looks very familiar, you guys. Is it just me? I don't think we've seen that model before outside of the old teacher. But wait, that would mean he would have to be Reigen as well, because I don't think people from Lennis just live forever and ever. Oh, and we have another heart. Oh, heart. It's heart. HT is heart. Oh, you guys. Okay, to be fair, I can't be the only one that thought HT looks kind of like MT. At least just with the font that they chose. Holy shit, cards galore. I feel a little bad like I'm stealing things that I shouldn't be touching. Well, I am stealing things that I shouldn't be touching, but, it is what it is. I'm trying to save the world here. So we should have 2 of these. I'm so dumb. I can't believe we found one of these cards earlier, and I'm sure it said it was a heart card, yet I still was thinking MT for mountain maybe, HT. Okay, it all makes sense. We're going to spread the love here. +5 to HT. Look at that. That could easily be an M, you guys. Instead of an H in front of the T. I know I'm not crazy. Well, I am crazy, but not about this. We'll go ahead and use the other one. And oh my God, I've got to organize my shit because it's looking hella raggedy right now. But don't worry, I'll take care of that on my own. The mayor's in a tizzy. Go listen to him. Who the fuck is the mayor? I feel as though we're being deceived by Gabnid. Please keep what I just said between us. You guys are being deceived by Gabnid, but wait, is Gabnid male? That's a lady, or at least the model is feminine. But maybe, maybe it is Gabnid, and I shouldn't be making any assumption about who is who and what they're supposed to look like. But I have to loot these last couple of drawers and dressers here. and an earth card. I feel like this is mostly garbage. The 2 heart cards were nice, but we have everything else. What do you have to say? Oh, this is the mayor. The mayor, okay. The mayor is a woman, and then Gabnid is somewhere else. You both bear striking resemblances to Great Gabnid. Really? Chesney and Medea? So are we Gabnid's offspring? What? You must have come from the same place. Oh, or is she just making reference to the fact that we're from Riga as well? That's just fine. I have a request. Will you hear me out? Absolutely. Thank you. Truth is, Great Gabnid is acting strangely, but he won't listen to me. Would you please meet with Great Gabnid somehow and talk with him? Great Gabnid is in the tower. Okay, that sounds easy enough. I mean, I just heard you out, but we'll just let her talk again. So sounds like we are going to need to do some, hopefully, coercing of Gabnid into not being a total insane nutcase. I mean, spoiler alert, 10,000 years later, we see that Lennis is a hot mess, so we weren't wholly successful in accomplishing this task. But we're going to try. Maybe we can rewrite history by being here in the first place, and that's why we were sent here. I really can't wrap my head around any other reason why. Oh, hold on, you guys. This also makes sense that this is where Gabnid's School of Magic would be, because if you recall, it was in one of these futuristic ruins-like areas that Chesney and Duke went and activated Dalgran to begin with. So I wonder, had Cormu and Sophie been successful in incapacitating Gabnid and stopping the machine from wreaking havoc, and then Chesney and Duke accidentally, I mean, we know that they accidentally re-released Dalgran, but oh my gosh, this is crazy. Holy guacamole. Okay, we're just gonna run up the tower until we get to Gabnid, and then we will call this quits, you guys. I will say, as a fair criticism, since I've just been basically sucking off Paladin's quest this whole time, because I just think between the cool story and, you know, dialogue is sometimes hit or miss, but you have to consider for its time, this game was very well conceived and very well executed. So, with all of the jerking off I've been doing for the game, I have to say, I don't like that all of this has been in black and white. I understand why they did it. They're attempting to convey visually, without explaining too much, that you are kind of going through the past and you're kind of going through a more ancient time, maybe a simpler time, but a lot more is at stake, because this kind of, whatever happens here sets forth what is going to transpire for present day Lennis. And I get why they did that, but the black and white, it's not hurting my eyes, but it's not as appealing to navigate through. I think one of the areas where the game really excels is in that it's visually stimulating with all of the vibrant colors and the unique color palette that they employed. Whoa! Was not expecting them to just summon this asshole, and goddamn, they do a lot of damage. Maybe we'll just call it quitsies after this, and we'll come back in our next episode and continue our ascension through Dalgran's tower, or whatever this is supposed to be. I guess like Gabnid's workshop? Something to that effect. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I don't want this to go on terribly long, but it already looks like we're going to be facing off against a lot of monsters. You already know the encounter rate is just a wee bit overbearing. We'll just try. I don't think Storm is going to do anything, so let's try Bolt just to switch it up. As for you, I guess you really only have, well, you have Bolt All as well. And Haku, let's do Blow Up from the Flow Up. And then it should be a wrap for them. Yeah, we're doing decent damage. And I feel like anything that electrocutes a robot should do a fair amount of damage, right? Even if they aren't super susceptible to certain elements, I feel like lightning should be one of them that it works. But anyway, what I was saying is I think one of the areas that this game has really excelled in has also been its visuals with regard to the color palette used and just how vibrant everything is. So I'm not a super huge fan of this black and white thing that's going on. But all right, friends, it looks like we are kind of at a crossroads here. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go through and organize this. Wait, is that a second Giga Bottle, or is that the one that's equipped on Medea? I think it's the one that's equipped on Medea. Okay, let me Let me get my shit together here. We will go ahead and heal up with our shittier bottles. And when we do come back, I do see that there is a treasure chest down there. So maybe we'll take a second and rummage through that. It might be empty, but maybe not. Let's just see. Let's find out. No point leaving you guys in suspense. Oh my God, monsters. Can you give me just a second to breathe? I'll keep you guys with me. We'll take them out in no time. Fingers crossed. And famous last words, right? Like, this will be easy. No big deal. They'll be done for in like 5 seconds, and then we're the ones that are done for. That's how it always goes. Story of my life. But yes, I must say again that the black and white, kind of not digging this, although I will concede that I understand the thought process behind it. But this wouldn't have been the direction that if I was the creative head, I would have taken this in. I think maybe even if they had gone with more of a sepia overtone, so maybe more of the brownish hues instead of black and white. I don't mind black and white though, so I should throw that out there that I'm one of those people, I like older movies. My father and I used to watch quite a few old shows together, so I am not opposed to black and white, but I just don't think it looks as nice in this game. And oh, everything is empty. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if these things would still have objects in them if, hey guys, see how I'm thinking? Listen to this. Check me out. Using my brain meat over here. What if you had, at the start of the game, not opened the chest that was inside this tower or the chest that was outside of Gabnid's School of Magic, and now what would have been inside those chests at the start of the game was just exponentially more powerful and exponentially better. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because you decided to not take the contents out, over time it became better. Or I guess basically it's because you go back in the past and the object is still in there. It's just naturally better. I mean, maybe they didn't do that and I'm just, throwing shit out there, but I think that could have been a cool mechanic that I wouldn't put it past this dev team if something like that did exist. But once again, ain't nobody got time for 5 hours of me theory crafting. Instead, what we're going to do is part ways here, and when we do rejoin one another in episode number 55, we are going to take that elevator, which, if I recall correctly, should bring us to the room where Dalgrand is being constructed. So this is probably going to be one of our final confrontations. I really have a hard time believing this is the end of the game, but I guess there's really no way to know other than just kind of moving forward and seeing. So we will do just that here in a moment, everyone. So take care, be good, and I, your host Rabbit, look greatly forward to meeting up with you guys here in just a moment in video number 55. I'll see y'all there.